off camera, I've already prepped my skin and covered my brows. To prevent my eyeshadows from creasing, I apply Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer in Eden. I grab a buttload of Love Plus from Sugar Pill and I go ham on my crease. I'm using this color as my transition shade and I really pack it on, concentrating most of the color on my inner crease. With the pencil brush, I take a matte black eyeshadow and I stick that color straight into my socket, making sure the red is still peeking through up above. Next, I take a large fluffy brush and I blend. I was here for a really long time, no lie. Black is one of the hardest colors to blend. So if you think you're done, girl, you just keep on blending. I dip into Butter Cupcake from Sugar Pill and with a stiff brush, I push this onto my lid. With the Real Technique sponge, I apply a foundation that is super fair to mimic the complexion of the Queen of Hearts from the new Alice in Wonderland movie. Next, I take a yellow cream paint and I apply this heavily on my bottom eye area. What is this face that I'm doing? After setting that with Butter Cupcake, I apply black liquid liner and line my eyes. With a black cream paint, I add on some villainous brows. What queen doesn't want snatched cheeks? So I contour the hollows of mine and then add blush to the apples of my cheeks. Next, I take Zombetti from Pretty Zombie Cosmetics and I create a little heart pout. Using a liner brush, I take a white cream paint and add dots all throughout my eye area. To match my blackened soul, I add a little black heart to my cheekbone. 2 hearts was just not enough for this queen. I had to add a big fat one to the center of my chest. So on one side I painted the heart red and then on the other side I painted it black. Then I paint diagonals on both sides of the heart and add yellow diagonals in between. For my sleeves, I do the opposite of my heart. So on one side, I painted it red because the heart is black, and then on the other side, I painted it black because the heart is red. I take a large flat brush and I paint white squares to kind of look like a collar, but I also wanted it to look like a deck of cards. I outline it in black and fill them in with the different suits. I dip into a black eyeshadow and I start shading everywhere and just everywhere. I want it to look like there's wrinkles going around the sleeves and also like the cards are sitting on top of my skin. I also add white highlights to the top of the sleeves to make them look nice and poofy, and then I blend them out with a large fluffy brush. And then the last thing that I do is I add a white highlight to the heart, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Formidable Artistry, just how it's spelled here, and I'll see you next time. Bye!